everybody. Got the latest drops for the DC digital line. We got Red Tornado, Blackfire, and Batgirl. A lot of these figures, I'm very excited for Red Tornado, probably like mostly everyone else here. And then we got a classic Blackfire, which I think is really cool. Maybe we'll get a classic Starfire, right? So far, I don't believe any of these figures do have platinums. I also just realized this Red Tornado does have a gold label compared to the other two. I don't know why that's there, but it does. But I don't think there's a fourth figure in this set. I don't think there's a platinum either, unless they, decide to surprise us out of nowhere. But really quick here, just taking a look at the back here. Got some nice classic artwork for Batgirl here. Then we have Red Tornadoes, and then we got Blackfire, which looks pretty different from what we actually get. Obviously, Red Tornado is probably going to be the standout on this one. Batgirl, I'm going to only slightly go over. She's basically a complete repaint of the one we've seen before, the one we've always basically seen. Same head sculpt, same cape, everything. It's just repainted into this purple suit, which I do like. I like the purple suit. It's a good suit, and she comes with the same accessories as the previous Batgirl has once come with. So you got that back grapple gun and the batarang. So here is her art card. Here's her description. Now, I pointed out in my other review, if you haven't checked it out yet, I did the Batgirl, Scarecrow, and Riddler. But that one, it uses the same exact art. It's just repainted, basically. I think that's kind of funny. So there is that. Now we have Red Tornado here. This is his card. Here's the back of his description. Then we got Blackfire, and here's her description. Now, obviously, I kind of just went over Batgirl very quickly. I'm not going to do too much on her. So I'm going to point out this with Blackfire. This art card looks nothing. Well, what this look is it looks nothing like how she should. This is obviously just a repaint of the previous Starfire, and you get that kind of similar color tone, but it's not at all what it should be. It's not like they decided to remake the figure from scratch, which I think they should have if that's the look they were really trying to complete here. Because other than that, it's just really a poor attempt at it. I do like how they did the lower half here. It's perfect with this like blue purple, shine to it. I don't know. I'm actually surprised how well that did turn out. If this wasn't like trying to be based off this look, I'd say this is really awesome. But it's very far from nailing that design. She doesn't have a cape or anything, so this is pretty much a straightforward repaint entirely for Blackfire here. Could have definitely done a little bit more with her, and here are her energy effects. We've seen these before. The main figure I'm going to be really focusing on this video, though, is going to be Red Tornado here. He's just a very great classic-looking version of him. So I definitely liked how this was executed for the most part. You got the bendy wire for the top here, so you can get some nice looks here. Unfortunately, the rest of the figure doesn't have that. It does not. It's not a bendy wire cape. It's unfortunately just it's this. You get the bendy wires up here for some reason, but not up top. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, here's the back. We've seen sculpt like this before, so very nicely well done, though. I think it's a very well made figure. He also has some fists, too. This Red Tornado next to the first version that we've gotten. I think it's kind of funny because we have the same head sculpt, but the bodies are entirely different, except for the boots. Sorry, I should correct this. Down here, like the legs and down is the same, and maybe part of the arms. But you have a different, diaper area. You have a different chest, and I'm gonna guess this may be the same. Kind of hard to tell. Maybe it's different. But, for everything else, though, it's, you got differences there. And then the hands, of course, will be the same. So, yeah, I just think that's kind of a little funny. But we do have I'm glad we do have a plastic cape one and a soft goods. I'm going to have to start learning how to do this wire shit because there's just too many McFarlane's throwing out now that definitely need it, like Dr. Midnight and Red Tornado right here. Red Tornado next to the DC Universe Classics version, and I took the tornado effect from him to the McFarlane version. And yeah, you know, the hand actually fits in pretty well if you put on the closed fist. It actually can come off looking pretty cool if you really want to have your Red Tornado have some sort of effect. Here is Batgirl next to a previous one that we've gotten. It's the same exact sculpt. Everything's the same. Nothing's different. I kind of went over this in my last video, so if you haven't checked that out, I recommend doing that. We have Blackfire next to her other previous version, which was a platinum. So I think it's kind of fun. We have two Blackfires, but only one Starfire. So maybe we'll get like that classic Starfire before the line ends. You know, who knows? But, you know, I just really wish they went more out with the Blackfire and made her a little bit better and how she should have been represented. That is it for this review, guys. I know it's kind of more of a speed run with this one. I do have tons of other figures I'm trying to get also reviewed. Since most of these are repaints, I just kind of figured this was the one to kind of skim over. But Red Tornado is definitely not one to pass on. All he really does need is just some wires, and he's perfect. Blackfire, I think, is also good if you're really trying to get similar classic looks, but you definitely probably would have to do some of your own customization to make her a little bit more accurate. And then Batgirl, you know, it's just, you know, it's another Batgirl to me. So, yeah, guys, that is it. I hope you did enjoy watching this video, and like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.